Good afternoon, everyone. Scott Poole with the American Ghost Project. What you have in front of you this rainy afternoon in southeast Missouri, I understand everybody's going to see it as, you know, it's a CPR dummy. I get it. But it's the opening scene to our investigation at the Stoddard County Poor Farm. I had not reviewed this footage, or I have not had a chance to review this footage just yet. We've gone over a few things. This was a private event that we had last year. I can't exactly remember the time frame. I think it was October, November time frame. So it was pretty cold. But we are going to go over the footage that was captured, at least for the Facebook review, because I don't think a lot of people saw this footage. So let's just get it started.
Hi, everybody. We are live out here at the Stoddard County Poor Farm. We're all ready to go. Are you guys ready? Who all is with us? We're about to go in. We found this prop.
What do you think? Should I attach it to the side? It's gonna walk in like this and do this. All right, so we're ready. Mama Joe is already inside. Everybody's excited. John's gonna be on the static cameras. Karen is here. She is going to be on the live rig. Once again, I want to remind the 7 folks that are watching, I have not watched any of this footage, so whatever we capture together. Avery is good to go. You know where all the cameras are inside, all the IR cameras inside the kitchen? You're welcome to grab one as well. You can show her how to turn one on. Any one of the 5 that are over there. Let's go ahead and walk in and at least get started. Mama Joe, like I said, is already in there. I can see the flashlight going. When we were doing our walkthrough earlier, is that your cape too? Like floating in the air? So we were doing our walkthrough earlier. For those that were that were enjoying that stream, we were getting activity, so I believe that this place. The heck is that? I mean, am I supposed to believe that's a bug? No, bro. Enjoying that stream, we were getting activities. Okay, I don't know what I'm seeing here. Hey, David Reed. Awesome muscle? I don't know what you mean. That's not a bug. Wow. I don't know what this is, but it's not a bug. I mean, if it were a bug, I'm just going to point this out. If this were a bug, we're just about ready to walk in the Stoddard County Poor Farm, and if this were a bug, I would see wings. It's also emanating its own light source, or acting like its own light source. Because if you look, this is. Oh, did you? That's awesome. Look at this thing trailing down, and there's something up here too. So I've zoomed this in as far as I can. This is similar to the light anomaly that we captured in Caro. Okay, that's actually something now. Maybe a partial manifestation. Look at that. I'm sorry about the sound. I can turn it down, but I'm going back frame by frame. Yeah, I don't know what this light anomaly is. I have no idea what I'm looking at, but I'm going to mark it because, I mean, we get into our footage 1 minute into our footage and we're already seeing light anomalies. I'm not even in the building yet. Strange light anomaly. Well, if I could spell captured outside of Poor Farm entrance. activity. So look at this thing coming right at me. Actually, I think that's a bug. But I say that, but I don't know for sure. That we're enjoying that. I don't know what it is. It's all good, David. We were getting activity, so I believe that this place is going to be. I believe that this place is going to be hopping tonight. I can't wait. There's Mama Joe. Mama Joe.
Hi, everyone. I don't know if this works.
Well, it's working now, but I don't know how we're going to be able to.
Well, there should be a light coming out, and I don't see a light.
Well, she's trying to use a UV light. Are you trying to use some different technology? Hey, we didn't bring the Parapod in. You know where the Parapod? I say Parapod, but I meant REMpod. Parapod. Yeah,
The thing with the-
antenna.
But it has lights on it that lights up.
Where's it?
I'll go look for it.
What did I look over to the right for? I wonder. Antenna.
But it has lights on it that lights up.
Where's it?
I'll go look for it.
Strange for us to be reviewing footage when we're all bundled up, and it's a relatively cool day today, but normally it's summer. It's July 18th, 2021, so it's summer outside. Oh, it rolled all the way in here. That green light that you see on that chair right here is one of our electromagnetic pumps. It emits an electromagnetic static energy signal. Since ghosts are known to be made up of electromagnetic energy, this is basically serving as a battery for them, a constant source of energy for them to energize themselves, so to speak, and power themselves or manifest. So basically we lay those out as bait so they don't drain the battery of our equipment, because that has been happening here recently. If we do not do that, if we go on an investigation, we do not set those electromagnetic or EM pumps up, the cameras don't last nearly as long. We're going to set this in the middle of the hallway. We're going to. The heck was that? We're going to set this in the middle of the hallway. We got a static camera. Hallway. There's a voice there. I don't know what it says yet, but there's definitely a voice. I think it sounds like a kid. I mean, guys, I know that there's only eight viewing. I appreciate you guys watching. I am 2.5 minutes into this footage. 2.5 minutes on the timeline. Look, 2.5 minutes. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but this is me on the timeline. I've got it on a different monitor, so it doesn't, so you guys can see what's going on better. I'm already capturing evidence. That's definitely a kid, and we didn't have any kids with us. Sometimes my son and or my daughter will come on investigations with us. I'm going to pull this up in Adobe Audition, and we'll see if we can figure out who this is that is speaking and what they're saying. And I can already tell you that it's not human because of the, well, I don't want to say that right now, but that audio frequency there looks strange. That's a kid. I got news for you guys. We didn't have any children with us at Stoddard County Poor Farm. You guys have any guesses? There's something else going on in the back there too. It almost sounds like they're playing, like a game, like back and forth. You can hear like a racket. I don't think that's me. Let me replay the original audio. Give me a second.
In the middle of the hallway.
Yeah, that's not.
Hallway.
I was walking. I wasn't.
We got a static cam right there. Hopefully that will.
And see how nobody reacts. Nobody heard that sound, whatever that was. Let me pull that back up in Adobe Edition. Yeah, it sounds like they're playing. Okay, thank you. I'm just trying to make sense out of what I'm hearing. And there were kids at the Stoddard County Poor Farm. I actually had this pulled up, and I want to go over this with you all just so you guys have a better picture of the Stoddard County Poor Farm and the residents there. Give me a second. This is Bloomfield, historic Bloomfield. There is the Poor Farm, and I would say the early teens, maybe mid-teens. This is the Poor Farm that we were referring to in Stoddard County, which is in southeast Missouri. One of the most, in my opinion, one of the most historic counties in all of southeast Missouri is, sounds like Get Out. Okay, I'll go back. And if you can see, and as you can see, the front porch on both sides, you got this center piece here. There's no front door. The entrance is on the back, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but maybe these are entrances. It looks like it looks like there's stairs on either side. Yeah, there's a lady standing there. So there is definitely an entrance on the back. There's actually several entrances to get into the building. It's a large building. So this building is no longer there. Whatever this is, looks like a barn or some kind of house or something. It's got a window. That structure is no longer there. I assure you, I've been there. It's not there. These porches are open. They are now closed. They're closed off. So if you see us walking around in areas where there's like a long hallway and they're closed off, that's the front of the building, to give you guys a little bit of a perspective. There's notes of where they kept track of the comings and goings of folks. Like, for example, SW, actually, I want to pull up one that's really interesting. Woodson McCage. What a fantastic name. Woodson McCage. Woodson McCage came January 15th, 1924. Sounds like he purchased tobacco 3 times for 10 cents, overalls, drawers for a couple bucks, $2.50, 1 pair of pants for $2.50. And then unfortunately, this man passed away only about 5 months after arriving at the Stoddard County Poor Farm, May 10th, 1924. And believe it or not, they took $20 out of his person, I'm guessing, and charged him for his coffin. So interesting to look at the records from the Stoddard County Poor Farm. They did have animals. It was a working farm. That looks like a hunting dog or a pointer with somebody with a probably a varmint rifle of some kind from back in the day. This is one of my favorite photos of the Stoddard County Poor Farm, and all this is on the website that's in the link in the description. This gentleman here, who's obviously lost an appendage, probably maybe a Civil War veteran, who knows, but he's down on his luck. He's holding a puppy, and there's a child looking up at the puppy, which is a neat photo. And there's another family there from the Arnold collection, or maybe a family. It could be the same gentleman with the missing leg. Actually, it kind of looks like the same guy. So just wanted to, point that out. Get out. I'm going to slow that down just a little bit and see if we can't make heads or tails of that voice. Now that I've bored you all to death with the history, well, I hope I haven't, because I find it interesting to learn about, the location that we go to. And if you see me looking over at the screen, I'm actually not looking at a blank screen. I'm looking at my timeline, and I'm slowing it down to 85%. See if we... feel like I should know what this kid is saying. It definitely sounds like they're playing. Get off? Okay. Okay, so I've got get up. Oh gosh, this is it's a tough one. Let's go ahead and mark it and move on. Get up. Oops. Get up. Get out. Get off me. Get off. Okay. And that's Yvonne saying Dickinson. Oh. Yeah, I'm with you. It's something gets something. Get back, maybe? That sounds like back. This part sounds like back to me. Back. Oh, get back. Like they just realized I just walked in the room. So we'd already done our walkthrough, right? And this is we had just started investigating. I have got a K2 meter right here, if you will. My full rig, right? My GoPro camera. I've got a radio hooked up, flashlight in hand, K2, structured light sensor camera, the whole rig, right? We literally just started. I love it. And we're already getting, and that's clearly not one of us. I mean, I'm sorry guys, I don't have nor the time or the budget to just have little tape recorders sitting around in different hallways playing random things that kids say. Especially since we can't necessarily, you guys know that we're genuine. I'm not going to be planting any evidence ever. That's crazy. When you play the regular feed, like the normal one, you can totally tell it's a kid.
In the middle of the hallway.
Just the tone. And the fact that I don't even respond is another kind of clue that, it's an electronic voice phenomenon. Nobody heard it. But the camera's microphone caught it, which is just, it's amazing. We got a static cam right there. I hope we catch that child's voice again. And I also hope that we get a name, right? After, and I hope we get to go back. Hopefully that will get some activity. Now, since we've been in the Stoddard County Poor Farm, it has changed owners. So don't know if we're going to be able to get a chance to get back in there. So, I'm looking at the shadow on the beam, on the column. Because I see my flashlight going around like this. I don't see it casting any light on me. So who is this? Now some would argue, oh, that's you. Let's just kind of walk around here. Hold on. Let me go slower. Some things I'll almost immediately dismiss if I can't prove it. This, I'm having doubts. So there's that. Okay, so I'm gonna move that and grab. Oh, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So I just moved this. I just cut this. I'll copy this and I'll paste that one little clip, and that one little clip is just this. And I'm going to slow it way down. Oops. 15. Whoops. That's too slow. Let me get all of this out of the way. Let's see here. Where's the speed duration? Okay, 15%. Okay, there we go. Maybe we'll get a better idea of what we're looking at. Going slower. I mean, that kind of looks like the shape of my hand right there. And my jacket, maybe. But again, my flashlight is shining back there, obviously. But is it catching the side of me? And do you see how it moves? Hey, Chandra. I'm looking at this shadow on the column right here, Chandra. I need your opinion. It could be my hand. This could be my hand and my leg. But like I said, my flashlight is shining. See if I can zoom in a little bit better. My flashlight is shining back here like that. You can see the rim of the flashlight and what it's actually illuminating. And it's not, I've got it behind me, like you guys can see me, but I got it behind me. That moves differently than I move. That's strange. Let me see this in real time now. Hopefully that will get some activity. So. Ooh. You see how it moves differently than I do? Maybe it is. Maybe it is me. I don't know. I'll leave it up to my other investigators. Something that I noticed on our review, and okay, so it could be just a shadow of my right side. Okay, Karen, and see what's what. Do you want to be thorough? Where'd you go, Mom? Mom. You know where she went, Karen?
I think she went outside to find the bear pod.
Oh, okay. You guys in the kitchen? You guys in the kitchen? Figuring out cameras? Figuring out cameras? Okay, I don't know what that sound is, and I don't know what this looks like a face inside the. Okay, on the other side of this door is a laundry room. Just so you guys know. And I don't know what this is. My eyes may be playing tricks on me. Is that? It sounds like Avery's ex-wife. They're no longer married. Oh, okay. You guys in the kitchen? Figuring out cameras? Figuring out cameras? Figuring out cameras? Holy cow, there's a voice there. There's another voice there. Okay, give me a second, guys. Let me isolate this audio. Make a copy of it, of course, so I don't destroy the original. And we will take this up into... Oh, yeah? I wish we were too. That'd be awesome. I don't know what I'm hearing. Maybe that's her voice talking? Sounds like a kid. I'm sorry. I don't think that she sounds like a kid in real life. You got a lot of stuff going on in at your house, Chandra? Oh, well, that's good. It's good that they're fond of you. You know, you don't want them to be not fond of you. You know what I mean? Let's just think about the exact opposite. They're not happy about you being there. It's no bueno. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say that is them talking in the other room, and because there's no way for me to prove otherwise, so we'll just keep going. Your door opened by itself. That's ironic because I just got videos of doors opening by themselves in Oklahoma City at a school. And they're begging for us to come. It's a heck of a drive for us. What in the world was that? Normally we don't whisper, guys. This is really creepy. See if I can't boost this audio. Well, we don't know if it's negative. What if it's not negative? What if it's a good spirit? What if it's Casper? A guy died. She's in California. I'll just tell you. I don't know where she is in California. That would be like saying, "Oh yeah, I live in Texas." Okay, that's a pretty big state. Or I live in Alaska. Scott's got a what? What am I listening to? Okay, guys, this is a full sentence. Scott's got something. Scott's got a light in his pocket. Scott's gonna line his pocket. No, I'm not. I am not gonna line my pockets. How? Paranormal investigators do not get paid a lot of money. We're not in it for the money. Ever. Unless we're Zach Baggins. And then, well, he's not in it for the money. I'm not going to say that. That's a very rude thing to say about somebody that I don't even know personally. But he does make good money doing it. So, I'm sorry to hear that, Chandra. What do you guys think that this is saying? It sounds like Scott's going to line his pocket, but maybe I'm hearing stuff. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm... That's what it's saying. Scott's going to line his pocket. I can't unhear what I'm hearing, though, Mom. That's so hard to do. I don't hear the REM pod. Let me slow it down. I've cleaned it up as much as I can. Oh, let me move this over here so you guys see what I'm doing. Let's see here, 85%. Ooh. Oh, you think that it's saying a lifeline. Right here. This sounds like pocket. Let me turn it up. Turn it up. Pocket. That sounds like pocket to me. I am not going to line my pockets. You are mistaken. Now I don't know what I'm hearing. Well, it's clearly not one of my investigators, or one of our investigators, rather. And joining the channel is another one of our co-lead investigators, Mama Joe. Yeah. Something in my pocket. Knife? What are they thinking that I have? Scott's got a light in his pocket. I may have had a lighter in my pocket. And that's a common thing. Hey, can I get a light? In the United States, there are foreigners that watch this show. So in the United States, and this is kind of an older expression, it's been around for a minute, to give someone a light is to give them, a torch, a device, not a torch, but a lighter, and to have them, help you. You're helping them light a cigarette. That would have been very common in the during the poor farm days. Not everybody would have had a lighter. Maybe it's a light. Here's the original. That's crazy. I mean, there's the original. And like I've said before, I'll say it again. I'm 4 minutes into our footage and I've already caught voices, light anomalies. I love it. Scott has something in his pocket. That might be it. I think I'm with you on that one. Scotty's got a light in his pocket. Scotty, you got a light in your pocket? Maybe someone's asking me a question. Hey, do you got a light? That's cool though. I clearly I didn't hear him. And I might have, because we did have a fire going that night. So it very is conceivable. I don't smoke. I quit. But it's very conceivable that I had a lighter in my pocket. Because like I said, we did have a fire going that night. So you're actually going to go just hit the record button in the back for it. Now this is the room, Mama Joe, if you remember, she goes in here later, and I hope we caught it on Facebook, and goes up to this cabinet right here, and K2 goes nuts. And we looked through that cabinet. There's nothing electronic in the cabinet. The building has no power. So there's that. All right. So this is the Taylor cabinet. Matter of fact, I know that it didn't have power. They cut power the Wednesday before we did the investigation because they didn't want to pay for the light bill. And I understand that. That's fine, because the company had shut down. So wait a second. Let me look at something. Okay, so there's a cabinet door that's open right here, right? See that cabinet door? Remember that cabinet door for the 9 that are watching. Let's go back and look at the footage from before I walk in there. Figuring out cameras. Okay, so that's that cabinet door. Remember how I was seeing something in the doorway? So that's debunked. That's a cabinet door that's open. So you're good to go. Just hit the record button in the back for it. All right. So this is the Taylor family. Karen's going into the kitchen. Why did I call it the kitchen? That's not the kitchen. That's a laundry room. We were in the kitchen. The room behind us is the kitchen. That cabinet right there that's locked is the one I'm talking about that we come up to later. And we actually, we gained access to it by pulling the door off on accident because it just fell off. Good evening. What?
It's all there.
Okay. Where do you all want to start? More voices. This is not Avery. This is not me. This is not Taylor. This is not Karen. She's on the live rig, so you would know if she was making these voices. And look at the waveforms, really, really quiet. So there are voices right here that we have captured with this camera's microphone. Good grief. There's so much going on there. I don't even know what. Mom, are you still there? Yeah, you gotta. Hey, remember how we talked about the fact that we got Japanese voices through the spirit box? This right here says Nuremberg. That is in direct reference to World War II. Listen to Nuremberg. Listen to the word Nuremberg. Yeah, I'm at Nuremberg. You're at Nuremberg. Why is it so staticky? Okay, Nuremberg. Let's go. Let's do a little history lesson. And I don't even know how to spell it. I'm gonna murder it. There it is. There's the Nuremberg trials. That's right. It's a city in Germany where they did the war crime trials, right? Is that right? Yes. Thank you for helping me spell it. I appreciate it. I really do. This is insane. God. Oh, man. Why would we get... why would we get World War II Nuremberg references, trial references in Southeast Missouri? Okay. Jeez. I mean, I don't even know how to explain this to anybody. Whenever they, if they watch the finished product, they're like, oh, because they got, Nuremberg references in the middle of Southeast Missouri, because, that makes sense. But I do know that there were World War II POWs, Japanese POWs. There was a resident there that was German, I believe. I don't know if they were involved in World War II. Maybe they were referring to Nuremberg, and Nuremberg happened, 45, 46. So that would have been something that they would have been talking about. That would have been a hot topic. I just can't believe the evidence that we're catching. But very clear. So we've got World War II references at a poor farm in Southeast Missouri. So there's nothing out of the realm of possibility for what we do. Okay. Oh my goodness! I need to catch up on the comments here. Yeah, Nuremberg, World War II. Yes, there was a resident there that was German. Okay, Valor, that helps me because I remember them talking about them having a resident there that was from Germany. And they could have taken a secret to the grave. That's a very, very good point. And Yvonne is saying maybe they arrested someone and ported them. Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. I just knew there were voices there and we needed to go over it. Hey, it's so clear. Then about Nuremberg. So, according to Facebook and some people that I've spoken to, a lot of activity in the kitchen. Yeah, but what's really interesting, and Valerie is saying that he was noted in her research, and Valerie did a lot of research for this, and I really appreciate that. Not being able to speak English very well. Oh, yeah, thank you. It's summertime, so Bud Light Orange is my, it's just a nice, refreshing beer. I love Bud Light Orange. It's very easy to drink, and it's just anyway. Well, what's interesting is whoever says Nuremberg sounds like they're not German. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even sound like a German accent. It sounds like me saying Nuremberg. I don't know. Maybe that is a German saying Nuremberg. They might say it differently than I would. So, according to Facebook and some people that I've spoken to, a lot of activity in the kitchen. They would do the reports in here. The staff that used to work here would do the reports in here from 11 to 7. Now we're technically not on the graveyard shift yet. We will once 11 hits. Back up just a second. I back up and I hit a wall. Cool, we're working. And the reason why I do that, just so everybody understands how the structured light sensor camera works. Whenever I turn the structured light sensor camera on, which is again an Xbox One camera connected to a Microsoft Surface Pro tablet, it has to have its own battery source. So there's a portable battery in my backpack, and that is this device sitting right here. Everybody can see that is no longer working. It will no longer take a charge, which could explain, or at least should explain, the reason why we have not used our structured light sensor camera here recently. We are working on replacing that piece of equipment as we speak. They're expensive little devices, but the reason why I have someone stand in front of the camera is that it is a way for us to calibrate the camera and the software so we know that it is picking up actual human figures. It did earlier too when we were doing our initial walkthrough. I was in here and then I walked into that doorway, just walked in, and like it just drops. And see, you got an ambient air temperature in here. Oh, did we bring the millimeter? I think it's in Logan's bag. Hey, Mama Joe, can you get the millimeter? Actually, it's. I'm gonna send Avery. It's in Logan's bag, the millimeter. What color is it there? I'll get it.
Where the airplane is and what's that? That's in the ambulance. You found it?
Sounds like someone's phone going off, which is interesting because normally we don't have phones on investigations, but oh well. It's so quiet. Slowly looking up the stairs. It's awesome. What's that light? There's something reflecting down there, I'm guessing. A lot of stuff is still there. Was still there. I don't know where it is now. Avery and his ex-wife being silly.
Kia, it's only been vacant about a week.
And the reason why, Valerie, that we are going over this footage is I just got a message from one of the investigators, one of our other investigators that actually works at the Stoddard County Stoddard County Historical Society, that said that they saw someone. They were sitting in the barn across the street, in the red barn, and they saw someone standing between the light pole and the gas meter, and then they disappeared. And they had on bib overalls, a denim work shirt, and a brown brimmed hat. He was walking along the wall and just disappeared, and they had instant goosebumps. So there's still activity that's going on over there. And he has a picture of the not the person, sorry, but where that person was in relation, like the light pole, walking along the wall there, and they just disappeared. So we do know for a fact that there are apparitions in and around that structure that can be seen with the naked eye, that the energy surrounding this building is so strong. Right, as far as reopening, no, I don't. They're millions. They're $1 million away from reopening. It needs so much work inside there. I mean, maybe not 1 million, maybe 500,000 would do it, but it still needs some work.
There's still a little bit of energy.
There's so much activity in the cameras now. It's crazy.
And you've got Johnny Tsunami, who's back at the ambulance, which is running off of a generator because there's no power to the building or anywhere around. So we didn't have a heater or anything. Well, a space heater in the ambulance. He's watching the static cameras that we have set up inside of the poor farm.
Which cameras? All of it. There's the upstairs EM pump that's like causing orbs to fly around it. There's
That's what
orbs
it's.
flying above Karen's head.
That's what those EM pumps, those electromagnetic pumps, are designed to do, is to stir up activity.
Orbs flying above your head.
They're just attracted to all my brain power.
Oh, I got you. Let's see ya.
You mapping something already besides me?
$46.5 degrees right now.
0 milligauss. So that gives you guys an idea how cold it was in the building at the time of this shoot. 46.5 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius, in case that we have any foreigners that are watching or that do watch. This was an interesting room. I believe Mama Joe did an Estes in here, or maybe it was Karen, or maybe both.
Putting out the juice.
You know what I want to do? I want to go upstairs to the kitchen. Let's do a spirit box.
Not nearly as cold as the Malco Trio was right in the middle of winter. I'm not doing that again. No, thank you.
Is that you, Mom?
I'll investigate my own house before I do that.
Like you normally do. Establish line of communication with the spirits here. And all interact.
Okay, what was that? That could be Karen, but she doesn't normally sigh that loud. I think that's a voice. So what did I say? Establish a line of communication?
All interact.
Let's go back to what I said.
Normally do. Establish line of communication with the spirits here.
Establish a line of communication with the spirits here.
And all interact.
Yeah, there's something right there. That could be Mom sighing, so I'm going to let that one go because evidently Mama Joe is back there. Yeah, that she must have sighed because I said, "You all right?"
On my back. It hurts.
And that's indicative of a spiritual presence. Mom and I usually get hit at the same time. Is that Karen talking?
Really?
Okay, yeah, that's
You
Karen.
don't have to whisper. You can definitely talk.
I just don't want my voice to. That's my tail. It's Scott's tail too, which means
Whoa! Something just came through the doorway. Something just came through the doorway. This beautiful orb just came through the doorway. This is already a very active location. Very, very heavy over here. So this is Karen. It's my mom, Mama Joe.
Hi.
My buddy Avery is here with his wife Taylor. You've also got several folks at home watching. They want to hear the story about this place. Oh, wow, headache. I'm getting a headache.
Oh yeah, just hit me.
What's this all about?
I got dizzy too.
It's not dusty in here.
What is that?
It's not dusty in here.
What is that in the background? Is that an investigator? Because that doesn't look like anything that we... What is this?
It's not dusty in here.
We have a viewer that says she has headphones on and she's hearing whispers that don't sound human.
Really? And that's...
Yeah, well, I definitely think that's just our connection. It's one of the way that we connect. And have noticed that was my ring. Sorry, and I've noticed that whenever and it's interesting that a complete stranger, before we started investigating Avery Graham, he and I both share the same trigger too, which is the back thing. And we started noticing at the Forest Hotel, and then it just continues. Like my back, his back. Actually, we noticed it at the McCutcheon the theater. His back started hurting, or I said my back is hurting, and he goes, "Oh yeah, mine is too." Just all of a sudden hit me, and I'm like,
That's the cool thing about you guys being at home. That microphone on the front of this
I'm still trying to figure out what this is and who this is.
camera is a boom microphone specifically for digital SLR.
Jeez, I don't know what that is. I don't know who that is.
DSLR cameras, and
It's not going away.
It's a smartphone that's attached that we're using true to go live, but we're using a really, really awesome microphone in the front of it. And you're going to pick up things that we aren't going to hear. So if you hear something, and I've gone back and listened to recordings and heard things. So you may hear things that we don't with the human ear. And the way that works is electronic voice phenomenon. Spiritual communication can happen above and below the threshold of what the human ear can hear. The microphones that we have can actually record. The technology can record above and below the threshold of the human ear. But when they play it back, the DAC, the digital audio conversion inside the phone, that DAC that is built into your phone and or your computer or whatever iPod, the DAC itself will convert that to about 40,000 megahertz or 92,000. It depends on the quality of the audio, and then you can hear that in the playback. So that's in essence how EVPs work. So let's go upstairs. You've got the spirit box. Hey, we're gonna go up and do a spirit box session. You want to come with us? You don't have to. You guys can investigate on your own, or yeah. Let's establish at least. Go ahead and lead the way.
Did everybody
Karen.
get the camera? I didn't get one.
You were way too busy being a jerk. Don't worry, we're going to go back and review that footage again.
I'll make sure everything's covered.
I mean, we faced off with a demon there. The only time that's ever happened to us. And very early in our investigative career, too. And we came out unscathed.
Let us get the backpack. Just keep going.
I mean, my mom and I almost killed each other. I'm going to look into it, Mama Joe. That'd be amazing. That'd be a great investigation to do again.
Yeah, that's fine. You can go that way.
Something's not a good place to sit there.
There.
We were trying to do the best we could not to shoot all of the clutter and try to be respectful in that regard. One of the most active rooms in the whole poor farm. Like right there in the corner of the room, if Mama Joe, if you remember, is where I did my first Estes method, Estes / Gansfeld experiment. I'm sitting facing the corner, right? And looking, you know, I've got the blindfold on. I'm sorry, I was lost for my words. Blindfold on. And when we say noise canceling headphones, we don't necessarily mean like Bose Quiet Comfort, 2 headphones. That's not what we mean by that. They're headphones like this, except they don't have a cord, right? So we use ear pods, or what you would consider, the headphones that go directly into your ear, right? So those go in, and then on top of that, we place these. It's basically hearing protection. So if you go to the range, or if you're you see people that maybe in a movie that are shooting at a shooting range, like firing a pistol or a rifle or a shotgun or something, and they have hearing protection on. That's what we put on top of our earbuds. So it cancels out all noise and distraction. And what it is it's an Estes method / Gansfeld experiment where you're the only one. You're basically being the conduit through which the spirit box interacts, and they're asking questions. You can't hear them, and you're only repeating what you hear through the spirit box. And since you've got your eyes closed off, it's sensory deprivation. So you can't hear, you can still hear. You can hear the spirit box. You can't hear them, though. So you're only concentrating on the void or the darkness. And you can still feel, obviously. You can't turn that one off as easy. I'm not going to take a numbing agent. But this was that point where I was sitting in the corner, getting back to my original point, and I felt like I was sitting actually. Sitting in front of an incredibly large bluff looking over a huge void in front of me. And I felt like I had vertigo and I was about to fall. And I actually reached my hand out. If you watch the footage, if we get to it, we will eventually get to that footage. I reached my hand out to brace myself against the wall. And I'm not sure why you're saying thanks, Pamela. But I braced myself against the wall to make sure that I was still in the room with everybody else, because it freaked me out that much.
Big open space. Thanks for the warning, Avery. Sir.
By the way, let me back this up. It's kind of funny. Looks like tile, right? It's tile in what would be a kitchen, but it's not tile. It's actually carpet that looks like tile.
Big open space.
Interesting. That's why it's stained so bad.
Thanks for the warning, Avery. Sir. That's your box?
I do. I have to work on the tripod. It just, I had it. Just came apart.
I can't wait to go back, if we get a chance to go back and shoot with our better equipment that we have.
Oh, it's in my backpack.
Let's try the SB7. I mean, I need to make sure this thing works. You know what I mean?
I meant SB11. If I'm messing with the SB11. So there's nothing coming through right now. It's just static because we haven't actually started interacting with it yet.
My name is Scott. This is my mom,
Here we go.
Joe, and Karen. My buddy Avery. His wife Taylor. Johnny's downstairs out in the ambulance. Is there anybody out there that wishes to speak with us?
Nothing. Just static.
This is what I was getting in New Madrid. Just this static. I'm going to show you the difference between these two devices.
That device is known as the SB11.
Yeah, it's a Spirit Sweep device, and it is basically a more advanced version of the SB7, which is this one. But ironically, in our line of work, advances in technology don't necessarily mean better. And in this case,
I have caught a portal opening and closing. I need to let you see Uncle Scott if it's true.
Where? What's down there?
what can you go? Can you? Okay. Where and how and what do you mean?
It's in the entertainment room. The light slowly brightens up.
Oh, we debunked this as car headlights.
It looks like a dot. It opens. It gets brighter and then it gets darker.
We did debunk this.
And then it closes.
Downstairs?
Well,
You have to look at it when you have the time or the break.
Well, that is facing the. Might want to turn your radio down. That is facing the street, so that could be car headlights.
Yeah, analyzing it. It looks different from how a car passes
Do you
by.
know how to turn your radio down?
Yeah, it comes to you.
If you turn it down just a little bit, it won't have any feedback. Hey. Hey, Johnny, do you see where my phone is? Johnny, do you see where my phone is?
Yeah, it's in the ambulance. Right.
All right, hit the power button on the right-hand side and swipe down and turn off the Bluetooth. Pretty pleased. If it asks you for a pattern, this is Z for Zora.
It's off.
That's an okie dokie.
Turn off at all. Why is it so quiet?
Whoa.
That's an okie dokie.
Turn off at all. Why is it so quiet?
Is that saying exactly? Why is that so quiet? Exactly. Musically? What am I hearing? Exactly. But with a, that's a really thick. Exactly. That almost sounds, that's Russian or German. That's someone with an accent, guys. Wow. Exactly. Ah. Let me slow it down. French? Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like French. Exactly. French accent. You know, because evidently that's a thing. Evidently that's a thing. You know, you can just get Nuremberg. Exactly. Yvonne said that. We'll give you credit for that. French. Dickinson.
Music, please. Music, please.
Why is it so? Sometimes this thing is loud and sometimes it's not.
Oh,
It's not.
please pass.
It's not. Not.
Please pass. Please pass what? What would you like us to pass? Nah.
Not. Not.
That sounds almost like the same voice.
Not.
Please pass. Okay. That's what I hear. What do you guys hear?
Not. Not.
It's going to be please pass unless someone says it's different. I don't know why they would say please pass. It's a male voice. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I don't know how to unhear it once I hear it for the first time.
Not. Not. We will take it.
What?
We will take it.
I'll go home and take it. I'll go home and take it. The voices that we capture is so cool. So much fun.
We will take it. We will take it.
I'll go home and take it.
We will take it. We will take it.
I mean, he's saying it fast.
We will take it.
I can slow it down.
We will take it. 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 We will take it.
Go home and take it. Go home and take it. I mean, why? What's... That's French. That's oui bon. Oui bon. I'm hearing oui bon. Oui bon. He's saying it fast. That's more French. That means yes, good. See, oui bon. Oui bon. Or bon for if you're talking to a female. I don't know what I'm I don't know what I'm pulling up here now. Oui bon. Right there. Oui bon. Worth? You hear worth? Well, there's nothing there. I hear more French. That's what I hear. I hear oui bon. Let me... say copy again. Slow it down. No. It's another voice. That's for sure. It's definitely something. So we bon, or we're done, or lay down, or work it, or worth it. There's a lot of different... Oh, why'd they go up there? See, that sounds like singing. But let's see if we can't figure out what it is. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Noise. Anything will do. A shady look. My brain is literally not making any sense out of this one. It just sounds like garbledygook to me. It says yes, anything will do. Oh, all right. Okay. Okay. Yes, I sure can, Mom. We did this the other day and found out that sometimes these come in reverse. Reverse, reverse. How long are you going to stay? How long are you going to stay? How long are you going to stay? It's backwards. How long are you going to stay? Okay, another great example of how sometimes the voices that come through the spirit box, they come in backwards. How long are you going to stay? I don't know how long we're going to stay, as long as it takes. Fantastic idea, Mom. Oh, no, don't give any credit to Ray. Ray's asleep. Ray's over there asleep. He's probably snoring, playing with Buddy or something. So, apparently, some of the voices that we capture are coming at us in reverse. This is the second one we've caught in reverse. And I appreciate the assistance, Mr. Ray. How long are you going to stay? I don't even... It's amazing. He's got his earrings in. That's awesome. I hope you guys, oops, hope you guys can hear that now backwards. We had to play it backwards in order to understand it. So here it is, frontwards. It even sounds like a reverse, a voice in reverse. Jeez. That's awesome. Holy cow. Bobby something. Don't worry, we'll go back. So there's a kid right there-ish. Bobby takes it home. That's what I hear initially. Sounds like a kid at first. Saying like ball. Oh, sounds like gobbledygook. I hear, how long are you going to stay? Ball. Ball. No, we did bring a ball. There is a soccer ball that we did bring. That's a kid saying ball. I got that. Let me turn that up. Ball. That's awesome. It's so clear to me. It's all good. Makes a huge difference, though. There's another voice right here that continues his thought right here. That's a full sentence. And it's sweeping. You can hear it sweeping. Each one of these right here is a station. Radio station, radio station, radio station, radio, 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 radio. Everybody got that? Station, 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 station. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sweeps. Bobby took it. Want to be? Long Beach is close to you? That's interesting. Wannabe? Something wannabe, like someone's want to be a wannabe. That's what I hear initially. Just let me slow it down. It may make more sense if I slow it down, put it in reverse, maybe sideways. I don't know. It is sideways. Maybe if I play it up and down, it'll sound different. I don't know. Let's just slow it down. How about that? Okay, I can still hear ball. So the first part is definitely a kid going ball, like they're excited they see a ball. I mean, I hear a lot of whatever it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's across 4 radio stations. So here's what I want to point out. An hour and 29 minutes into this broadcast, that this voice, just so you guys know, for the 9 that are watching, is not radio interference. We know that for a fact because there are no radio stations that can broadcast on 9 different frequencies. It's well, not 9, 1, 2, 3, 4 different frequencies. Maybe I don't want to be close to you. Why don't you want to be close to me, Teresa? I don't understand. That's mean. What if I wanted to be close to you? Like on a park bench? Could sit. We don't have to social distance anymore, especially if you've been vaccinated. Just kidding. Oh, this last part is driving me crazy. Oh, I know. Hey, Chandra. I don't mean to sound racist in any way. Do you have any Crips that's where you're from? You guys remember the whole Crips and Bloods gang wars from like the 80s and the 90s? I don't know if they're still going strong. I don't follow gangs as much as I used to. I mean, I knew that they were pretty big in the 2000s and teens. I I hear crip. Wanna be something crip from. This sounds like crip. Like a crip. Like the gang, the Crips. Yeah, this sounds like crip from. Wanna be. I don't know, man. I don't know what he's saying. Yeah. That'll just be another one that we have to review later, like through speakers or whatever. He'll be back here. He'll be back there. He'll be back there. Hearing something, guys. Yep. And there's more right here. So I'll boost that and denoise that. Ooh. That's not good, whatever that is. Oh boy. Yeah, they're nationwide. He'll be up there. Yep, he'll be up there. Oh boy. Oh boy. And I don't know what this is. Yeah, that's too much static in that one. We're probably never going to know what that one is. What? I have a question. That was so clear. I have a question. What's your question? I don't even know if I have to clean this up. I have a question. I have a question. I have a question. Y'all hear that? Take a person. Oh, okay. That's close. I mean, that's clearly not any of us. That's just I have a question. What? What are you doing? Why would you go all the way back there? Okay, what are we doing here? Why are you not? Okay. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. And it's interesting. I can't get it to add a marker on the time. Let's do this. Let's go back to my reset. Bear with me, guys. Messing with this software. Still not working right. Add marker. Okay. Yes, I have a question. That's what I hear too. I have a question. There we go.
Right now it's at 250 milliseconds.
Oh, that was a huge voice and I just talked right over it.
And we're getting, it sounds like a lot of radio interference.
It's not. I have a theory. This one may be another one that's backwards. We'll find out. You can hear me messing with my equipment. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, that's not what it is. I thought it was backwards, and it's not. It just sounds worse backwards, which proved my theory wrong. Wow.
But it may not be.
Sounds like Adam's apple. I don't know why a female would be saying that. Adam's up. Sounds like Adam's up. Denoise it again. That's what I hear. What do you guys hear? I hear Adam's up. Yeah. Oops. Adam's up. Yeah. Like, he's up. He's awake. Ah, didn't mean to do that.
But it may not be. These are different voices than we've normally heard. And it is so quiet, guys. Why is it so quiet? Here's what I mean, though. It's
Whoa. I turned it off right when the really awesome voice comes through. Vitals? I can get rid of this. We don't need it. Well, I'm not advocating the drinking of alcohol, especially if you're, if you have a problem with it. I don't think Chandra does, but I review footage and sometimes I have a beer. So the cool thing about our show is since we're not bound by any contracts, we can pretty much do whatever we want, which is nice. That's an act. That's someone saying vitals with an accent. My vitals? Mom, do you hear what I'm hearing? Did it? That sounds so clear to me. What do you all think it's saying? It sounds like my vitals. My vitals. And that's a British guy. I love how we can get different accents through the spirit box in the middle of Missouri. Lose the body? That's you saying that. And you're saying, where's the volume? No, it's not two spirits talking, Mom. You're asking, where's the volume? Because I said it's really, really quiet. You said, where's the volume? You have to cancel out your voice in the background. You're saying, where's the volume? Because I said it was really, really quiet. And you are not a spirit.
It's up all the way.
And we're having problems with that one. And that was the SB7, that particular spirit box that we have there has been one of the most reliable pieces of technology that we have ever used. And for whatever reason, at the Stoddard County Poor Farm, it was not performing as good as it normally does. It's usually pretty loud, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, it sounds loud enough to me now, looking, reviewing it in post, but for whatever reason, I thought it wasn't loud enough. What? Okay, that's fine. I think I need to slow that voice down. It's so quick. Yeah, something. We're the homies. That's what I hear. You think it says call me, Animorphs? Another one we'll just have to go back and review later. That's a really, really clear female voice saying again. Again? I thought I heard something. Again? Again? That's tone and everything. All right, we got two of them in this one. This will be fun. Wait, that's not the one I wanted to. That's the one. W edition. Oh my gosh, they're just talking to each other. Love it. I love it. Okay, this is two different voices. We've not captured either one of these voices yet. I just need to turn this down slightly so it's not so overpowering. Let me denoise that again. Maybe do a hiss reduction. You're probably just... See, that's not a full sentence. Whatever he was trying to say, he didn't get it all out. You're probably just... You're probably just... I was written down once. What? Any clue, guys? You're going down for this? Well, the cool thing is it's two different voices. Oh, look at my face. I'll just clean up this whole thing.
Wow. But that was a kid.
Yeah, it's the first time I've actually heard the kid, but this is not the first time that we have heard that child speak, because we have, if you go back and watch the beginning of this footage, there are other times that child speaks. Coming back. Coming back. That just gave me chills. Give me a second. Y'all know that I'm not an actor. I don't do it for the attention. I just got cold, hard chills. Spirit, we are hearing your voice for the first time. I sincerely apologize for not hearing your voice. I heard your voice at the time that you spoke. However, I did not know what you said, and I do not know what you mean by your coming back. If it is what you were trying to communicate to us, I hope that you make it clear what you are saying and that we are able to communicate and figure this thing out together. And if there's any way that the American Ghost Project or any of the investigators can help you cross over and leave this plane of existence or that plane of existence that you're in to a higher plane, then that is what we have been called to do. Coming back.
Wow. But I was a kid. All right. Wow. But I was a kid. Wow. But I was a kid.
There's two different spirits talking right there. They're talking over each other, and that's what makes it incredibly difficult to understand them. Trouble? Ooh, 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 ooh. Trouble. Okay. I will give you credit for that. Trouble. And, France.
Wow. But I was a kid.
There's just so many voices that are coming through. It's crazy. And this is the room that we decided to do the spirit box. What I do as an investigator or a sensitive, in my case, when we arrive at a location, I go to where I feel called, and that room called me. Upstairs called me. And I believe that maybe even it was Karen. Actually, going back to that, sometimes, most cases, I'll let the investigators see where they're being called, and I believe Karen was called to this particular room. And behold, we get all kinds of evidence.
All right. We're starting to hear you. We're starting to hear you. I always forget that I'm... We're starting to hear you.
We're starting to hear you is what I said. There's a response. Blah, 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 blah. Any guesses? Let's DS it. I'm only hearing 2 syllables. Obama is 3. Yeah, I don't think it's an actual, like, full sentence.
I always forget that I'm tethered to something. I always forget that I'm tethered to something.
Got another one. We go seconds and we find more. Two voices. Just handle up. Maybe that's a name. You'll handle them. You'll handle them. I don't know what that one's saying. It's too electronic-y. Is that a word? I just made it a word. You know, for the sake of this show and my sanity, it'll be a word. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we'll handle them. Yep, we'll handle them. And I heard it. You see my face? Yeah, they're talking. We hear them.
You think that was funny? You think that was funny?
That was the direct response. Did you think that was funny? Okay. That last voice is dark. That's what we don't want to hear, are those darker voices. But sometimes we get them.
So it's a completely different device, and we're getting all kinds of voices. That's not very loud.
We're not talking down for.
Holy God! Sorry. Oh my gosh, that was clear. We're not talking now. I don't even think I need to clean this up.
We're not talking down for.
I even look at the spirit box. Like, what did I just hear? This may be one of the best captures we have ever captured. Barque? Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And let's just play it.
We're not talking down for. We're not talking down for.
She didn't get her whole sentence out. Oh, it drives me crazy.
We're not talking.
No, she didn't.
We're not talking down for. We're not talking down for.
Yeah, she didn't get her whole sentence out, unfortunately. So it's only part of
We're
it.
not talking down for.
We're not talking down. I mean, it's a female. So that's a station. That's a station. That's a station. So 4 sweeps. 4 different radio stations she speaks over.
We're not talking down for.
We all know what she's saying.
We're not talking down for.
Yeah. I don't know what this last part is, but
We're not talking down for. We're not talking down for.
we're not talking downward, Chandra. I'm giving you credit for that because that's exactly what she's saying. And that's inflection, that's tone. And here's the thing, guys. That's someone that's no longer on this plane of existence. She's gone. She's dead. And that's all she was able to muster up and say was we're not talking downward. That's crazy. Chandra of the Zafra clan.
We're not talking down for. We're not talking down for. We're not talking down for.
Chandra of the Zafrian clan. If the Zafrans were, if Zafras were a race of people, they would be Zafrians or Zafrans. That's what I would call them.
You're not talking down.
Oh, what's crazy is that Mom actually heard pretty much what she said.
I'm not talking down to anybody. Well, it was like crystal. Well, it was like crystal.
See if I can clean that little section up right there because we caught a voice. I pissed him off. My pistol? My pistol. My pistol. I don't know what you were talking about your pistol for, buddy.
Well, it was like crystal
It was a family show.
clear voice.
What? I count the words? All right. You count the words. You count them words. I'll count the word. What do you guys think it's saying? Because I don't think I'm right. Let me slow it down. That's not going to help us. You guys have any I'll count the word. I'll come to work. Hey, Tanya. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Valerie. Gosh. I got it, and then I saw your message, and yes, it's I'll come to work. I'll come to work. It's poor farm. It was a working farm, and I will give you credit for that because even though it was simultaneous, I'll give you credit because, you know, you deserve more credit than I do. I'll come to work. I'll come to work. Which makes sense because it was, like I said, a working farm. Ah. Who said it? Valerie. Valerie K. Lee. Hey, can your name be any longer? My goodness. Just kidding. Oh, that whole thing needs to be labeled magenta. I'll come to work.
I mean, jeez.
How many spirits are here?
Wow.
How many spirits are here?
Wow.
I am going to stop the broadcast right now. I've been going for a little over 2 hours. I need a little bit of a break. That's when will it be, Tanya? I do not know. Actually, could be this weekend, and we may be going back to the hospital in Cairo. I know that it sounds a little redundant, like we're always in the hospital in Cairo, but it's basically our Waverly Hills. It is one of the most haunted locations that we've ever been to, one of the most active, and we believe that like an onion, there are layers that need to be peeled back. We are making contact. We are meeting people, living folks that have connections with that hospital. So if and when we do go back, and if we do something this weekend, I believe it's going to be in Cairo. So stay tuned for that. However, I'm going to stop for now, take a little bit of a break, and I'll see you on a little bit. Thank you all for watching. This is Scott Poole with the American Ghost Project. Remember, what you fear, we will find.